needs to be a realization that every single marketing program and every single marketing tactic is fully dependent upon, or at least highly enabled through technology. And that's very much the case with account-based marketing ABM. And the reason I'm highlighting that is when we're talking about what we should and what we can be doing in account-based marketing and how strategically the organization wants to move forward, operations needs to be in those meetings, marketing ops and sales ops. And the reason being is there's a dependency upon your existing tech stack in terms of the capabilities that it enables naturally, the capabilities that you can easily extend into, and those capabilities that will be more challenging to achieve. And though it's admirable to have a vantage point, to have a perspective that it doesn't matter the tech stack that we have, we're going to rip and replace it, and we're going to put in what exactly we require. That's a bit of a fallacy. And the reason I frame it as make-believe is every single one of your marketing processes, all of your marketing reporting, all of your processes, all of your enablement essentially is driven by that tech stack. So if we talk about and we think about ripping and replacing it, that's very disruptive. And realistically, if you're like the majority of B2B organizations, you're going to be doing account-based marketing in tandem alongside of your broad-based demand creation programs. So we need to have both. So when we're looking at and we're thinking about capabilities that the organization may currently not have that you require for your account-based marketing programs, think about you're layering in, you're adding in one, possibly two platforms, two technologies into your existing stack. You're adding to them. You're migrating over to them. You're not ripping and replacing. And the reason we want to think about that is it creates stability in your stack, which is required. But it also takes into consideration that you need to define and understand what your use cases are, identify vendors that address those use cases. We're going to probably do a pilot if we're doing it properly. Once we prove value, we're going to implement it and deeply integrate it with your tech stack. And the reason we're talking about deeply integrated and we're talking about more of like a holistic approach is we want to make sure that all of your different investments in technology, whether they're for your broad-based marketing or for account-based marketing, are essentially stitched together and are creating a whole. It's one highly oiled, highly tuned machine. We don't want it to become more of a Frankenstein where everything is stitched together. It works, but it really doesn't work smoothly. And that really gets to ensuring that as you start building out and scaling your account-based marketing programs, it scales properly, it scales fluidly, and it's not kludgy. Now, when we're thinking about your tech stack, I also don't want you to think that you just require net new technology. There's a lot you can do in terms of your existing stack optimization. If we take publisher programs in as an example, that's an area where a number of our clients have tremendous opportunity to go into. Think about placing pixels on the publisher sites. That's something they'll typically not lead with, but if you ask and you have enough spend, they will allow you to do. That's going to give you the capability of retargeting. Think of adding calendar capabilities, such as like a Calendary or a Chili Pepper to them as well, or adding in chat capabilities, perhaps through through Adrift. That's going to give you additional value, additional capability, additional engagement. In terms of outside of publisher programs, look at all of the marketing reporting that you're currently doing. We're going to want to make sure that you're set for success and you can measure and evaluate not just the impact your ABM programs are driving, but also your preparedness and the actions that your sales team and your marketing teams are taking. So we want to make sure that you have reports that support that, reports that are at the account level. And the other thing is invest in the traffic cop. And by invest, it's not going out and buying new technologies, making sure that that traffic cop exists. And traffic cop is a metaphor I'll use. Essentially, it's saying there's going to be a number of your broad-based demand generation programs that you probably don't want contacts in your account-based marketing target lists to be engaged through. We want to prevent them. We want to stop them. And again, that's looking at our investments in technology and looking at all the different ways that we're engaging our current existing marketing prospects and saying there's going to be certain types of communications that we want to send and types of engagements we want to drive with ABM accounts. And there's going to be others that we want to hold off on and prevent.